Now, what are Grim Reapers? According to Hollywood, it's some shit you should be scared of. Not really. Let me tell you. In real life, let me tell you what a Reaper is. They're here to take out the trash. When you're dealing with the astral realm, there's a bunch of wandering ghosts that are completely in denial about whether they're dead or not. So let's say Joe Schmo dies. He's just walking around like he's still alive. Like, I'm not dead. I'm not dead. What this messes with the realms and the balance of the realms and how many souls should be in one spot compared to another. Sort of like in science, how many electrons should be in a part of an atom at a certain time. There's a certain balance that has to be on the planet. And what these Reapers are is they take out the trash. And I had a very positive astral experience where I got to speak with a Reaper. And actually I met two Reapers, except one was nice and one wasn't so nice. But the nice Reaper was the one that kind of guided me and told me about this, how they're here to take out the trash. Now anyone can die and become a Reaper as an afterlife career. There's different careers, believe it or not, after you die. You know what I mean? And you get different rewards based upon the laws there. Where in our existence is more based on money, and things like that. They have their own sets of laws and things that souls pursue. So you can pursue it. You can be a Reaper, and if they see potential in you, they'll start to visit you in your sleep. They'll visit you while you're daydreaming. You might start drawing Reapers, but you'll have a natural affinity for death and for the spirit realm. But they're really medicine men of the astral realm. The one I met was he came in the appearance of a bus driver, believe it or not. And when he came up upon a wandering spirit, he would make that spirit almost believe like it was on the bus. And he would get off, he'd stop the bus, and then walk back to the guy and he looked just kind of like a Reaper for the most part. Like he looked like a bus driver, but like there was like an aura, like a dark aura around him, and like he had this sort of they call it a scythe, I guess. It's like a long stick with like a blade at the end, and he had it. You know what I mean? Except what he did with it was he walked up to the guy, and the guy was like, "I'm not dead," and started running from him. And what he did was he took it and he took the stick and he put it in the guy's back, like some kind of energetic way up his back, all the way to his head right here. And the guy just was like this, and the Reaper just brought him on, like, and took him. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. And then so that Reaper was actually showing me, he was giving me a demonstration on what your afterlife death could look like if you're in denial, and if you're caught, because all these ghost hauntings and these people having it's really an unnatural thing. It's not, and they're here to take out the trash. We're supposed to have a great time here, not be dealing with poltergeists and things of that nature. Another Reaper came into existence. This one was a white guy. The other one was a brother. And this one was a white dude, and he was trying to get me. And I'm like, whoa. And when he came to me, you know what I mean, he was stunted, you know what I mean? And because there's laws, he couldn't get me. You can't get got before your time. You know what I mean? And so that is a plus, to know that, they have to follow laws as well, because I'm sure for that kind of Reaper, he probably have a lot of them. He might be a little obsessive, so to speak. So good thing they have to follow the laws. But that was the second Reaper I met before I came back from my astral experience.